some random like technical difficulties, but Kola's still going random. What a wild man. I respect it so much though. At the end of the day, if anyone could do really well this tournament with all random, it would be Kola. So fun fact, at locals, whenever he's either waiting for matches or doing other things, like 99% of the time at a tournament, he's just grinding into oblivion random dittos with everyone and anyone. Just practicing pure fundamentals. If anyone can make this work, it would be him. But right now, Rickles has clutched out a pretty solid lead with a whiz kick read on Kola's drift. It's been pretty fun so far. But yes. I have to wonder what Rickles is going to do to try to leverage that positional read, because for the time being, Kola's just having a really hard time killing him, and the thing is, Rosalina is at kill percent, all things considered. Right now, he's just refusing to die. He almost got the Ganon side there, but they just weren't able to make it work there. All things considered, he's just really focused on pressing this advantage. I think the main way he's going to be going about it is just trying to play it really safely and force Kola to take risks. But right now, Kola's neutral's been really solid up until that miscue with the spot dodge. You got to be really careful with what kind of spot dodges you go for against that. Oh wow! And just like that, Kola makes a huge read of his own on a movement option to secure that stock. He can make this work. I know Dabuz has gone on record to think that Rosa beats Ganon solidly, although obviously that's from a dedicated Rosa main rather than Mr. Random Extraordinaire himself, Kola. I think Kola is one of the best people in the world at just winning with random characters. Like, he, Tweak, and Nairo are probably like, they might actually be top 3 in the world at just the average character, but really good read. Rickles got a little bit greedy there in the air with his attempted coverage of a ledge option. He's probably expecting Kola to press a slower button and then cover it, but just he made sure to cover that anyway. Up smash has such a good hitbox. Yeah, Kola's just been playing super good, just in general. Oh, he got Mario this time? So, Kola's Mario is actually really good. There was a phase where he was actually going Mario at a lot of tournaments in Georgia and winning. Man's Mario is clean. And he's demonstrating that proficiency right now. Rickles getting a little hungry. It's just trying to weather the storm that is this aerial pressure from Kola. This is what happens when he went from playing a character that definitely beats Ganon, but now he gets to do it with a character that he's also proficient himself with. Although Rickles strikes back with a similar read to what he went for at the end of Game 1, except this time with the proper positioning to make it work. And suddenly, Rickles is making some huge plays. What was that hit? I think Kola was crouch canceling? Oh my goodness. Dude, Rickles is turning up out of nowhere. Oh my lord. Here's Kola's time to shine though. He's gonna need to get those those huge combos that not only he is absolutely capable of doing, but especially with a character that fosters that as much as Mario. And that's it. He's dead. Wow. How funny that a character Kola definitely doesn't play, he was able to take a game with. Maybe on some level, he was just surprising Rickles with a lot of unorthodox decision making. And then when he gets a character that he's much more used to, his decision making makes way more sense to Rickles, and accordingly, he does a lot better with it. Huh. Funny how that happens, eh? This is winner's quarters. Actually, Mr. Magoo. So the winner of this is in winner's top 8. Oh, you got Ike. That's another really solid character to get if you want a solid start. Ike isn't necessarily an easy character, but he has stuff. Some of the basics of his kit are pretty beginner friendly, even if things like mastering quick draws, a burst option, and escape tool can take months or even years to master. The things that are the most important are simple enough for someone who already has a very strong grasp of the game as a whole. Rickles, though, is just playing rock solid, trying to secure that spot against Epic Gabriel and winner semis of top 8. Right now, he's just holding down the stage really solidly. That's so hard to deal with. If he stayed still, he would have probably gotten his shield broken. So he has to try and call out timings like that if he wants to make it work, with, say, parrying or something. A decision that, while it is absolutely doable, very risky. Rickles, though, is just trying to get some amount of extra credit through any means possible to really push forward this lead and force Kola to have to work a lot harder to leverage an advantage and get this comeback. He actually tried to cheese him with that back hitbox. I think the first time I saw that at a high profile match was Light versus Nairo. I want to say, God, that was like a year ago. Time flies, eh? Either way, double dash attack by Rickles, knowing that because the first one crossed up, that he was able to catch him off guard with another one. He's just, every single time he thinks Kola's going to move and not immediately press a button near him, he's just immediately answering that call with up smash. And just making it really hard for Kola to make meaningful headway moving forward. Every single time he's just trying to do, oh my god. Kola has to be extremely careful if he wants to clutch this out. Which Ganon, of course, having the exploitable disadvantage he does, with just a few right decisions, he could very feasibly do that, and well done to Rickles for knowing that Kola is going to be especially worried about being caught by an aerial or up smash. Notice how in those aerial pressure situations throughout the rest of the set, he spent almost the entirety of it pressuring in highly specific ways, and then in game 3, all the chips on the table. That is when he switches it up in a most deadly fashion to secure the set. Classic conditioning. And a perfect example of it with a character like Ganon, who, with just one of those decisions being made like that, is enough to secure the game and secure top 8 for Rickles. Well done to him, and well done to Kola, all things considered, for doing well enough to almost win a set with all random against someone as lauded, experienced, and skilled as Rickles. That was winners in VGBootCamp, yes. So, all things considered, I hope you guys enjoyed that match. It's now time for a Sharp